Welcome back to another Szuzu Streams. I'm once again here with another part of our Metroid Prime trilogy. Is it really a trilogy if there's five of them? And technically a fourth one on the way, so there's gonna be six.
Guess technically you could say that the trilogy that we're playing is the first three Prime games. Federation Force being after, and is it after 3 or before 3?
It's after.
And
Hunters
then
takes
Hunters being
place
between
1 and 2.
1 and 2. So are we gonna be going into that one next, or is that gonna be
Yeah,
later?
we're gonna go on to that one next.
Nice. I'm gonna tell you right now, I've actually never played Hunters.
I've never played it either. I haven't played any of them other than Prime 1 and a tiny bit of Federation Force.
I just remember trying to play the demo, and all I can say is I could not figure out how to do it for the life of me.
The Hunters or the Federation Force?
Hunters.
I feel like I should turn that up a little. It's a tad bit quiet.
Okay, now I'm popping up the stream so I can see.
See you with your eyeballs. The Chosen Ruins. I'm supposed to be heading deeper into the Chosen Ruins right now.
Oh, we've got the official time of release for the next wave of Mario Kart DLC.
Isn't it next week?
We're in next week already.
Yeah, isn't it?
It apparently launches at 9 o'clock tomorrow night.
Ooh, too bad I won't be playing that till later with my parents. Yeah, I'm supposed to go to the Antechamber.
Yeah, 11th for us because it's Japan. It's the 12th in Japan. Why do they never get their times right? I swear.
That's not too far. I'm actually really close. So while you dipped away last time, right when I was finishing the stream, but I got
You got ah, nice.
which is the only one I'm going to need. Or I'll bonk my head on the pipes, that I'm gonna do.
Gosh dang it, Twitch load. How's my volume sound? I'm listening to the stream to see how loud it is. Can you speak real quick?
Yeah. Is that good? Oh, I know, this was the power bomb one, isn't it? Well, I probably won't be coming back for that anytime soon. Or ever.
So,
Likely.
okay, so the game audio is a lot louder than our voices, and you're kind of soft.
Okay, so I'll turn
I have,
it
and that's at the maximum volume.
that better?
Okay. You're still soft, if I'm hearing this correctly, in the stream.
Well, there's nothing I can really do about that, because my voice volume is all the way up, so unless I started shouting, but I'd rather not. Unless if I get, like, ticked off. But that's more involuntary than a... Dope. Well, fuck.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, the volume of the game is just a lot louder than you and my volume earlier, so
I love platforming in my first-person shooter game.
Anyone in the chat, if it's the game volume is too low, let us know and we'll adjust it again.
Yeah, I'll turn it back up. Yeah, I'm almost. That's how that works.
Why am I humming that of all things?
Ow, ow. No, just because I have it.
Wow. They gone. They dead. Oh,
Scared the crap out of
hello.
me.
Szuzu.
Yeah.
It's the half pipe.
Yeah, I'm not doing that again. Unless if I can kill these things with this. I'm not doing that again.
I mean,
No.
maybe?
No. I'm not doing that again. I did that for the 100%, but I'm not doing that here.
Yeah.
Too much of a hassle.
Yeah, it's all about the way you momentum the jump or the roll.
There's plenty more of that in here anyway.
Wait a second. Why haven't you gotten the gravity suit yet?
You don't get that for a bit yet. I need the ice beam first.
I could have sworn. Maybe I'm misthinking. I thought you get the gravity suit before you fight that monster, the rock monster.
No, that's the thermal visor.
And you get the spiral from defeating the monster.
Yeah. I'll do this half pipe.
Because it's mandatory. Magnetize this, Szuzu. Remember?
Yeah. The other half pipe thing wouldn't be so bad if the frickin' creatures weren't on it. Yeah, this one actually isn't required. Although I do think there is 2 in here? I am 5 away from having the comfortable number that I want. I'll still get more, don't get me wrong, but the number I want before I get the gravity suit, essentially. Or at least pretty damn close to it. $120 would be great, I would love that. I think I get another one in here. Ow! What the hell? Ow! Is there more than one? Is he just being an extra asshole right now? Ow. He's just being an extra asshole. The doors have unlocked. Sorry, Birdman, didn't mean to missile you in the face. Whoa, why did it try to fling me backwards? Wrong one. This one. Boop.
I guess it's fine with everyone because I'm not seeing any messages from anyone
I'm
suggesting
not
that
even sure if
I'm
anyone's watching
talking.
this right now other than you, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, I see Tails Luigi is in the list of people watching.
Ah, okay.
It says that there's 2 people, but then it says in the actual list, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hmm.
I don't know. Twitch doesn't ever seem to make sense with this.
Okay, and then I can turn this thingy off. So I can have faster access up here. The only thing that's obnoxious is I have to fight those Chozo ghosts every single time I come in here.
Every time you come in this room, yep. I mean, the soul's guarding the artifact, so
Right, I have to blow up the thing first. Oh, it's already draining. Works for me?
you need to blow it off. And it drains. Get the right screen again. In the wrong position to get sucked up.
Depth perception is a little wonky. I
Right.
don't think that's the one to get it from, but I'm gonna go here anyway because there's a safe spot.
And a hole that you can jump into.
Can I be honest? I don't remember where that hole takes me. This is gonna be a far cry from the whole rest of the series. Because the whole rest of the series I am not gonna be as familiar with. Town Overworld East. I forget where that takes me. I think that's where I get the access to the space parrot place. But I think I get the ice beam before even that. Or at least I can. Could be remembering that one wrong. I can't remember very much past the Talus fight. Nope, there it is.
Okay.
So I like how in the Switch version it actually freezes your gun over, it doesn't here. Actually, there's a... Where does this take me? Ah, back out here.
No, I just realized I never put a link for the stream in your server.
If
Oops.
people in my server are in the other servers, we've been over this.
Not everyone is.
Most of them are that care. The ones that care are.
Still.
Like me. Anyway.
Hello.
Well,
Yeah,
anyways,
hi.
I'll put the link in game chat just in case anyone who's not in that server needs access
Surprise.
to it. Like Chimichanga.
Yep.
It's been a bit. You've skipped a few of the Metroids.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Nah, it's
I've been
fine.
really busy. Life is just kind of taking control of things.
Ooh, hi, 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 hi. Hi, buddy. This feels weird to do with a Wii remote. I don't like you guys with the Wii remote.
Yeah. Can't really aim people black can't actually aim.
The homing thing doesn't work on them. You actually have to aim at these guys. I guess that adds into their mystique.
Can't be homed in on.
Yeah. Ow, ow.
I see.
So the targeting system is still in place despite me using a Wii remote, and the beam would normally home in on them if I was shooting any other enemy. Ow. What? The Chozo ghosts, however, do not care.
Huh.
Yeah, see, I just whiffed. Thankfully, though, it makes it a little easier because it'll always be the middle of the screen. Ow! If I don't get electrocuted by the other ones. Can one of you die so I can stop dealing with this right now? Okay, that one's dead. I whiffed him completely. They also stay somewhat close to where they teleported. Yeah. Okay, that's 2 down. He did not stay close to where he was. Okay, that's good. What?
The audio's popping.
I don't think that's the audio. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I don't know if that's the audio, because there's also fireworks going off near me, because apparently some people still have fireworks and are shooting them off still.
Oh no.
Pretty sure it was coming from the game. Yeah, it stopped now. Yeah, it was the game.
Okay. Anyway, this is the prime that I'm most familiar with, Chimichanga. It's just, the other ones I'm going to be a lot less familiar with, which is all the other 4.
Oh jeez. So this
What?
is the original Metroid Prime?
Yeah, this is the Metroid Prime centuplets? Because there's the trilogy, but then there's also Hunters and Federation Force, which are all canon, so I'm playing them all.
Yep. Fun.
So this one's the only one that I've actually played and beaten. All the others I haven't even really played.
Oh jeez.
So the other ones are going to be completely brand new experiences. All the way through. But since
which
Corruption, the third one, was a Wii game and used motion controls, I figured I'd play the first and the second one with motion controls so that I could be used to it by the time I get there.
So you play the Metroid Prime trilogy, essentially?
Yep, on the Wii.
I see.
With a real disc. I'm not even emulating. I'm that dedicated to the series.
wasn't it one of the birthday gifts you got, or am I
Yep.
misremembering?
I got that for a birthday gift. Alright, so I got the health container. I love health containers. Looks like I have almost all the health containers.
So, I did this because I got so annoyed at the Juggler Ghosts. I related it to Dunning. Oh wait, this.
Mm-hmm.
I would, when I'd see the black like energy that like the room would get dark and like gloomy, and then that music would start playing, I'd camp outside the freaking door.
Oh,
You're not supposed to do that, but it does. But you can. As long as you don't go all the way into the room that the door seals behind you, yeah, you can sit outside the door, open it, shoot at them when they're in front of it.
I didn't see him there. It actually scared me a little bit. I got jump scared by the... I forgot what they're called.
Some type of like rock frog.
Recording to logbook.
Stone Toad.
Stone toad.
Rock Frog.
Almost like new.
R slash technically correct.
Technically correct.
Mm-hmm.
I just said some form of rock frog and it's stone toad.
Wow.
Just wow.
Was this the save room? It was. Save. Can never be too careful in unknown territory.
Especially in a Metroid game.
Since even though I've played this one all the way through and I generally know what I'm doing, I don't remember too well anything past the Stone Talus, which is like the midway point. So from here on forward, I'm basically running kinda blind?
Semi-blind. Partially
I
blind.
mean, are you technically playing blind if you've only just recently, I mean recently, I mean like only about a couple months ago?
With memory
Has
like
it really
mine?
been that long?
Yeah,
Has it
it's been
really
like
been
half a
that
year.
long since it came out?
Yeah, it's been like half a year.
It was February, wasn't it?
Yep.
The physical comes out. Oh wait, it already came out. That's right. I already got it. I already picked it up. I haven't touched it yet because I've had two.
I have the
of these
physical
things.
myself. I started playing it right after the physical came out, which only came out 2 weeks after the digital release.
I waited for the physical.
Hey, look at that!
Physical games.
I picked it up physically as well. Now I have 100. That's exactly the number I wanted before going into a future boss, which will not be named here. I hate it. I hate that boss. So I wanted to be prepared. I said that will not be named here. Yep. He's coming up. He's the reason why I got it.
I'm just gonna say, wave it.
Yeah.
No,
He's the reason why I showed off the, he's the reason why I showed off this thing earlier. Okay, so, it should be down there. Ah! Didn't want to drop down. Hey, buddy. Sucks being a normal pirate, doesn't it?
you should have just shot him with a super just to be funny.
Oop. Hey, buddy, you dying? Freaking
You know,
tasered him.
Zap the life out of him.
It essentially is that. I mean, I have plenty of missiles as
Basically
well.
just
If I can get back
one
out.
brick.
Maybe. Oh, wait, that's right. Never mind.
I
Go to
get
that.
turned around so bad.
Hold on. Turned past it twice.
Well, either way. I mean, it kind of is Force Lightning, because...
There was a hole where you didn't go in.
Where?
Right. Turn. Left. He said left.
Yeah, you're left, not mine.
Isn't it?
Okay.
That was the hole you were looking for, wasn't it?
Yep. Hooray, we're having fun! This is the aquatic part of the game.
Wait. Wait. Hold on a second.
Hmm?
You're
Yes?
supposed to have the. You're supposed to have the gravity suit by the time you get to this part.
No, I actually need an item in here first before I can go get the gravity suit. Then I
Really?
come back.
I thought you had to. I could have sworn that you had to get the gravity suit before it let you really.
Oh god.
Super turns.
Ow. But it won't let me complete it until I have it, but I need an item that's in here before I can complete it. Wait, why isn't the door opening? Oh wait.
I must be really misremembering how far in the game past you go before you get the gravity suit. Now I'm remembering you have to have the grapple first.
Yeah, I need the grapple beam.
How the heck did I forget that?
Crabs! Crabs! Crabs!
They're not head crabs at least.
That's true.
Recording to
Oop.
record.
See, crabs. Talon crab.
One claw's bigger than the other. Run into you and they just make a gooey mess.
It does actually deal damage. Just not very much.
Not enough for you to flinch.
Yeah. Okay. Ow. Oh, well, I fell. Once I get the gravity suit, the water clears up as well, but at the moment, it's kind of just shitty. If I take this off, it is very hard to see. Activated it. Oh, but then I still have to platform to get up there. Okay, didn't mean to hit that one. So slow. Hup. Yep. Up's a daisy. Okay, so it's over there.
Gosh dang it, it's been 7 hours and still no reply.
Ooh, ha, hee. What? I can't make that jump. Okay. Not from there. I have to get higher than... So slow. Hey, hi, buddies. Don't mind me. I'm just passing through and getting stuck on rocks, apparently. Even with the double jump, this place is awful to navigate. I can't see jack shit. Everything is purple. I'm taking the long way around, aren't I? Yes, I am. There it is. It's kind of hard to see because it's all purple and black. Damn it! No! Fuck! We go there. Then we go here. Then we go here. Then we go here. We go here. We go there. We go here. Okay, so that door is now activated. I just need to get over to it. Which I think I should be able to jump down. No, I can't make that jump. I still don't think I can make that jump. Maybe I do need to go get that first. But I could have swore I needed the grappling beam first. Don't rotate.
Ow, that is runny as heck. I'm talking to myself. I was grabbing some jello.
Okay, this should be a save room. Yay, saving!
Oh, it's all melty. Of course it is, because I haven't touched this thing in over a month.
Okay, so this door should be openable now? Yep. Okay, so this one is... health. Yeah, I have nearly all the health packs. Okay, yeah, never mind. Power suit augmentation required for advance. So I was wrong, you don't get the grapple beam yet. So I do need the gravity suit. But that isn't a bad thing, because now I have extra health. I'll just come back in a little bit.
grandma. Oh, then she doesn't eat it.
Are you talking about why would the hospitals give her Jello, or why she doesn't eat it?
Well, she gets stuff from people, and then she doesn't eat it. Either ends up going to waste, or I have to eat it.
Okay, so get that thing. Trying to get back out of here is a hassle. Ooh, hi. Is that where the next platform is? Okay, it is.
It's really hard to see down there, isn't it?
I can't see well enough without it, and I can't see well enough with it on, so...
Yeah, the haze, the water clears up though once you get the gravity suit. Well, we're headed to Bajon Drifts then.
Open your mouth, coward. Well, he sucked me up. Ugh! They have a gravitational sucking ability. So he just drug me directly off the platform.
Good thing you didn't get attacked by that quote-unquote Sarlacc.
I think they're aquatic reaper vines.
I know, but they're so human, it's like a Sarlacc. That's why I made that joke.
Clunky, 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 clunky. I hate that I have to move the camera with the Wii remote. It feels so unnatural.
It does.
There are people who have made VR mods for the original. It is not the HD version on Switch. It is the Trilogy edition on Wii. The Switch version looks gorgeous. But I wanted to be able to play with...
Full motion control experience.
well, you can do that with the Switch version. But what you can't do with the Switch version is play with the Fusion suit.
That too. I wish that there was a deal, that there was a extra content for that free DLC.
I've technically unlocked it multiple times since I've beaten the game multiple times. I just hacked this one in. I got someone else's save file and pulled it onto my Wii so that I could play with it, who had it already unlocked. Get me out of here.
Apparently the model for the fusion suit is in the remake. It just
Yeah.
doesn't have any coding to actually activate.
It's set to false.
So that tells me that maybe they do have plans to include it at some point.
Maybe it's just the original suit and they haven't actually updated it, so that's why they're leaving it as false. They just didn't feel like editing it out.
I mean, from what I've seen, no one's pulled the models out of the game to take a look at it, so we don't know for sure. Oh my gosh, she had to get my favorite flavor, freaking orange.
No, it actually doesn't do anything. It's just a cosmetic change. This shoots a little faster than the Switch version. The Switch version shoots so slow.
We discussed this before.
Have I? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fusion suit doesn't do any difficulty change in this version. It does in the Metroid 2 Samus Returns remake, where it's locked behind an amiibo, and it is radiation warning. And it has that on there. That difficulty spike is ridiculous. It's not as bad as Dread mode, mind you, but it's still pretty bad. Let me get a missile refill. Oops, slipped off. I like how Samus doesn't have information on her own spaceship in Prime 1 and 2. I don't know about 3.
Right, did you scan it yet?
I don't need to, I'm not 100%ing it. It's just a funny little tidbit that I remember.
You know, I kind of wish they took the way that they did the scan visor in 2 in the remake of 1 and had it that the items that you use in the scan completely colored red or whatever.
I forget what the fastest way to Findrana is. Agmore Caverns East. That probably actually is the fastest. No, wait, never mind. That's the root cave. I can't go through that yet. Chozo Ruins East. Well, it looks like I'm going to the Chozo Ruins first, but I don't remember where from there. Open.
I think that this game could have been better with was fast travel.
Like if you could fast travel between save stations. Would have been neat.
Because good gosh, some of the backtracking in this game.
This game has a ridiculous amount of backtracking. This game is stunning. It is amazing. I love this game. It was revolutionary for what it did. Way too much backtracking. Wrong button. This one. Magmore Caverns North. This is the lava pool, I think.
I'm going to tell you this right now, Szuzu. You're going to get really frustrated at what they have you do with echoes.
Okay, so these are a couple ice doors. And that leads to Town Overworld. So I want to go to the Magmore Caverns. So I need to go
Want to take a guess at
around.
what they have you do?
I'd rather save it
Not a,
for...
not a spoiler.
I'd rather save it still.
Okay.
I'll find out when they make me do it and get frustrated by it. Anyway, I'm gonna go that way, looks like.
Oh, you have no idea what you're
Hey, buddy. Hey buddy, it's playtime. See you later, buddy. Yeah, what Sky said is that it's not too terribly bad if you know all the shortcuts and stuff, but they do make you do it just a tad bit too much. He'll be back, I promise. He always comes back.
Yeah, imagine if enemies were permadeath in this game.
That would make this game very empty. And also way harder.
Because if you really think about it, technically speaking, Samus is committing mass genocide on an ecosystem. As represented by those bats that, you
That was a programming error.
A programming error that they did decide to fix in the remaster.
Not to mention, they're the ones that killed themselves. Space Indiana Jones. When do we get that? I mean, we've got another Indiana Jones movie that came out recently. I couldn't see Space Indiana Jones spin-off.
It bombed. Like, it had.
Well, duh, like
They were
everything's
still.
bombing at the box office. Literally everything is bombing right now at the box office.
Yeah. Well, except for
Because
the Super Mario movie.
But that's an exception more than the norm.
That is
in the
true.
Sonic movie.
Well,
Sonic
that
movie.
was a bit, that was like last year.
Yeah.
I know that was last
We're
year,
talking
but
about this year.
okay. Um,
Yeah, there really hasn't been all that much in the way of like blockbuster hits that get people to.
This year, everything is just bombing.
Mm-hmm.
it's because there's been so much of this pushing a narrative and there's not good storytelling. Like freaking Elemental,
Ooh.
for instance. I
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I love this about the Prime game. So Prime game was revolutionary in a lot of ways, but one of the major ways was this. You can walk into stuff and it actually fucks with your visor.
yep, remember that.
So like the rain will hit your screen or mist or fog. It actually is really immersive.
Funny thing that you can do with the visor when you're like standing in rain, if you point yourself up and the rain falls against you, it actually leaves bigger drops than if you were to be like looking straight ahead.
I wish I could look directly up, but I can only go about to here. For some reason. They removed the ability to look all the way up. Yeah, streaming services definitely aren't helping with that, since you can just wait a little bit and then it's free. Well, free in air quotes. Yep.
Do you remember something I told you the last time when you were struggling to make some jumps in this area?
Nope.
Ice beam increases those flame moves.
Alright, is this the one that has the...
Check your map. It doesn't have a teleport.
Ow.
That might be it. It's a different.
I can never
Check your map.
remember which one it is.
Check your map. That's the best way to tell, because of the name of it.
Of a lake.
It had a name.
Ow. I think it's this one. There's a thing right here.
That doesn't have anything to do with it, I don't think.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
It's just a shortcut.
I have 100 missiles, it's fine. Whee! I could do this stuff in here, but I really don't feel like it. Ow, could you stop shooting me? It's very rude. What the? I thought I landed. I get power bombs later, but I already have the super missiles. Ah, well, I missed. Oh. Essentially, yeah. If we got the X-ray visor, it'd be really easy to tell, but I don't have that yet. I mean, that's kind of what Other M is. Like, Other M forced Samus to, not use all of her upgrades and stuff like that because, she could potentially kill other people.
Yeah, when it comes to so for this chose artifact that's in Magmore, that particular one, you have to super missile a certain pillar. I believe that the room where it's at is actually marked on the map.
Sadly, Other M kinda counts because it still is canon. That's why I played it. It is on my play history now. I have played 5 of the 10 Metroid games. And there's still
Yes,
more to go.
if you've completed Dread, the hard mode, it is the first picture that's unlocked. You didn't get it in the best time. Okay, this is gonna be a hot take for some people, but I actually liked Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Is that the Indiana Jones one with the aliens?
Yes.
I liked that one somewhat.
Oh yeah, that's the one with like Jones, right? As one of his first.
This is the one where
Indiana Jones.
was also the one where he actually got married at the end of the film.
Oh
And
yeah.
then he's the successor, but then he takes the hat back.
Which one does he go into a fridge for that meme video? I don't think I've seen that one.
It's the
No, that
same
is,
one.
that is the same one.
Is it? I do not remember that scene at all.
Yeah, no. As Joe described it, it was literally. So then Indiana Jones ends up in Happy Town, and and it's like, "Hi, welcome to Happy Town." Like, Jesus Christ, this isn't Happy Town. This is everything's gonna blow up in 5 seconds town. Oh look, Freedom Fridge. Hello, Indy. Hop aboard the Freedom Fridge. Anyway.
Yeah, Other M is a horrible. Other M was a nightmare to play. And I will never play it again. But it was canon, the story still exists, you have to leave it as canon, otherwise things don't exist. It'll actually create holes if you don't.
Dungeons have an algorithm.
The baby. Also, I already told Gyro this, but you two weren't here, Sky and Jimmy. The static effect on here is just the game running its code on the screen. So to save on space, they literally just run the game's code on the screen.
That's totally not gonna get abused by speedrunners ever.
Oh, Szuzu, I just remembered an enemy that exists in Echoes. It's going to make you say, what the heck just happened?
Oh joy. Well, that's gonna be... Oh wait, that's the next one. Corruption's the last one. Well, it's not the next one. The next one is actually Hunters, and then it's Echoes. Hi.
You dragged that one right to your face.
Nope, I hit the jump button, but okay. I guess I didn't.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, it was
Yeah,
yeah,
Szuzu,
no,
it's
the part
essentially...
with Indy getting in the fridge. By
Mm-hmm.
the way, it had to be lead line because
Yeah, that's how he survived the attack, supposedly. But
Yep.
It wasn't that it was an
It
attack.
wouldn't, it
It was
wouldn't make
just
any sense though, because he drank out of the freaking cup of what was it, the Holy Grail
yeah,
in that one movie.
I
I think
don't
it was like the
I don't
Last
remember if he
Crusade.
actually. Oh yeah, he did drink out of it. Never mind. Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
It was like, you know, because like that knight who had apparently, like, crusader who had apparently, you know, like, had apparently drank from the same cup, originally. It was like, you chose wisely, as opposed to the other guy who was pretty much, pretty much melted.
Those original Indiana Jones were
Yeah,
very
they were really
gory.
gruesome.
I mean, the ants from that fourth one were just as bad. This is the wrong way.
The ants.
That was
Army.
terrifying to younger me. Like I was legitimately scared at that.
it was terrifying, but that was probably one of the damnedest scenes in that entire movie. Was the fight with the two, with I think the German lady or Russian. I can't remember what her.
They're Russian.
They were
They're
fighting over
communists.
top. They were fighting
So, the
the two
Chozo
beasts.
probably got around for the fact that they're all bird people. So they probably just flew everywhere, to be honest. They actually have wings, so they probably just legitimately flew everywhere. Okay, I need to go to the research core. I've gone in the wrong direction. I was just going on autopilot over here, the complete opposite direction.
Oh shit! Oh no!
But yeah, the final boss of Metroid Dread is against a Chozo, one of the Chozos. Specifically, one of Samus's two Chozo daddies.
Mocking.
And he has
Wait,
wings and uses them to fight you.
So it's canon that. Oh. Huh.
Yeah, Samus's parents were murdered by Ridley, and then the Chozo took her in and made her a suit. The Machins owned the suit, but the DNA that was given to her was from the other tribe that I forgot the name of. What is it,
Two
Gyro?
different tribes. It was two different tribes. One was the Mockin, and the other one was Quira was from. And Greybeak?
I can't
Is that what
remember.
his name was?
Ravenbeak is the other one.
That's the Mockin. I'm talking about the other one, her other
Oh,
mentor.
his was. Oh, his mentor. I can't remember. Yeah, her parents are dead, and the Chozo adopted her. So basically, she had not gay parents, but like just two dads.
That's what I was
She
like.
had
That's
two
what I was like.
dads.
Wait a minute. Were they being that aggressive?
No,
I'm like,
they
what
don't
the?
like each other. The two tribes hate each other.
Fair.
It was just that they contributed to the DNA that created her.
That sounds way worse out of
Yeah, that sounds
context.
really disgusting.
Okay, not the DNA that
Yeah,
contributed her
I know what you
DNA that
mean. It's
contributed
not
to
like
I
it's
know, I
not
know, I
just
know.
like
her chosen powers. Which honestly, probably the most bizarre one is the ability to curl into such a tiny ball. Let's be
freaking.
real. That feels inhuman.
Well, you know what I think it might be.
Funny thing about that is Matt Pat actually proved she could without needing any augmentation or anything like that.
Oh really?
Yeah. She probably wouldn't be able to do it as fast as she does it in the games, but humans have been able to fit in smaller spaces than Samus does with her ball.
Really?
She those spaces too. She doesn't have her fusion, but she doesn't have her super.
Oh yeah, that's right. Huh.
With the upgrade suit, you mean with the shoulder pads. Which have we ever officially got a name for what those are called?
I don't think
Do we
so.
just call them the shoulder pads?
The football health shoulders.
The suit shoulders. Anyway.
Okay, so I need to go to the left. Hey friend, bye friend.
I think we have to say that to a certain degree, it's more or less magic.
It's bird magic.
Well,
There's a YouTuber I watch who always explains away unexplainable Chozo things as bird magic.
well, personally, I'd like to think that it's just like, well, I mean, from how they made it sound like in like the Smash Brothers trophies and stuff, that like the reason the Chozos like disappeared essentially was because they had essentially ascended in terms of the level of technology.
That's this one. Well, actually no. So I think the Chozo killed each other out.
Ah, so they okay. So,
So
well, I mean,
there's a major
keep in
threat.
mind that this was keep in mind that
Yeah,
this
this
was
was
like during
early
Melee, so a lot of this
2000s.
is speculation.
So at the what we have now is that the threat of the X-Parasites, which actually did exist around Melee, were so great that they needed to create a creature that could kill them. Thus, they invented the Metroids, and only they and the Metroids could only be controlled by not the Mach tribe, the other one that I can't remember off the top of my head. Can only be controlled by that group. But they essentially like go AWOL other than that. So the Space Pirates and the Federation were like, ooh, let's take this thing, make it ours, and make it a bioweapon.
Yeah, make it a bioweapon. Why not?
Didn't the name start with E or something?
I feel
Well,
like it
anyway,
does, but I can't remember off the top of my head. The Chozo here, though, actually crash landed here and couldn't leave. But then they became so attached to the land that they discovered that they decided to stay. But while they were doing that, they also got the ability to see into the future, which showed their complete demise of this entire planet until Samus would come. But they didn't know her name, they just knew her as the Warrior. So they kept holding out hope that the Warrior would come and save them before they died off. Didn't happen.
That's the thing, though. They kind of knew that they
yeah.
weren't going to survive because it would be too long into the future before the warrior came to cleanse the world or cleanse
However,
the
with the fact that
state.
Quiet Robe and Ravenbeak were still alive, and all of the other Chozo that you fight in that game were infected by X-Parasites, means that there could still be more more Chozo out there still.
Possibly.
Okay.
They may not
So
have all gone
that sounds
extinct.
interesting. Yeah, cause okay. So
I'm gonna cut through here, because this is a lot safer than going through the Pirate's Den. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say like, man, it feels kind of wrong that they, they kind of gave false information about the lore in the Smash Bros.
Well, it's not Sakurai's game anyway.
Oh,
It did
that is
start out
that
as
is a
a
good point. I
Boa.
guess that they were going off of like lore that was in like the
Yeah.
God
It
damn
was
it.
the Boa and the Makin.
Hmm.
So, technically, the entire Prime series still fits within the rest of the series because it actually takes place between 1 and 2. And the Metroid Prime trilogy fits together really well. So, the fact that Prime has to take place between 1 and 2 because she kills all the Metroids in 2.
Hmm.
Which is super hilarious and ironic that they named the franchise Metroid and she killed them all in the second one.
Dang. Yeah.
Granted, they always seem to come back in some form or another, which is probably why they kept the name. But other than the clones, she kills all the Metroids, and these ones in the Prime trilogy aren't clones. They're legitimate Metroids.
Hmm. just amazed at the. I mean, just
Did I go
the
around in
way
a
that
full
they
circle?
were able to.
No, I didn't. I thought I went around in a circle for a second. Sorry.
Tank over there.
There is, but I need the grapple hook for it.
Oh, okay.
So, to this point in time in the timeline, going up through Dread, Xevis, Elysia, Star 388, Talon 4, and CD are the only places that we've seen Chozo artifacts and stuff. And just to say, Elysia is corruption. Place that we'll see that planet.
There's also a health tank right there, but I can't get that yet. Okay. I forget which of these mini doors I go through. Whee! No, that leads into the pirate base. It's a shortcut, but not the one we need. Whee!
But yeah, I was just thinking about that, like, the whole waterfall thing.
Name is Goldberg. That was the other one, not Greybird.
Yeah, the Morphball is weird, but
Yeah.
technically she could fit in that space. Oh, I forgot they added you here.
So, here's the apparent thing about that. So, apparently, the abilities, physical abilities that Garlic Race possesses in Zelda, such as enhanced speed agility, increased jump height, and the ability to curl into a ball.
Can that break, please? Do I have to use the super one?
Ball featured in all games in the Metroid series.
No, why isn't it falling? Yes, I know. It's very close by. Thank you. Why isn't it falling? That didn't do anything. Is this where it started? It is.
Recorded to logbook.
Then why can't I shoot you? Pressing the button makes my hand move a little bit. The fuck?
It's off to the right. Like the hitbox is off to the right a little bit.
Jesus Christ. This is a waste of so many missiles.
Yeah, that was really precise. Holy crap.
Well, they didn't really want anyone to have access to them, so they needed to make sure that only people who had the suit could access them. That, and I don't think they were necessarily leaving them for her. Except for this one. This one, they are 100% leaving it for her. But in the other ones, I think they're just leaving it for other Chozos, and she just happens to be in the area to pick them up. Okay, so that was just a save room. I didn't need that. Nope. Yeah, one good shot. Where'd you put my misses? Fun fact, so part of the Metroid the Chozo also made Mother Brain.
And for the, I'm assuming it was for the reason that, like, just from the name alone, it was like some sort of like a biocomputer experiment.
Yep, it was supposed to be a living computer that they were going to put their ideals into so that when they perished, it would continue to live on. However, yeah. No, they did. They put their ideals in it, but it took it too literally.
Oh, so
So it was, so their ideals were essentially to preserve universal peace by all means necessary, and the computer went, wait, but people fight, like, all the time. So, if there's no people...
there will be peace in the universe. Ouch. Yeah, that's kind of nice.
So she ended up disbanding and siding with the space pirates instead. So that she could accomplish her goals. She was going to take over the entire universe and put it under one government and eliminate anyone who stood in her way and bring about quote-unquote world peace.
And thus, this is why AI technology is bad.
But on top of that, Mother Brain actually helped with the design of Samus's suit. So the Chozo are the cause and reason for pretty much everything in this entire franchise. They could have called it Chozo instead.
The way that you said that, though.
Because, like, the
No,
Chozo are... The Chozo, adopted...
I'm sorry, I was just looking at the comments section. I like how, like, Sky was basically saying, I like how the space pirates are an entire race. Imagine him literally being a pirate by blood.
I mean, that is all they do.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. There's like, I mean,
Who?
sure,
Where?
there are different
What was that
factions of
sound?
People, but I mean, like, that's like.
Pretty much all the space pirates are the same, though. They literally all care about that.
Shoot those other stalactites.
Is there other ones?
I was just thinking, like.
Oh, there's one over there.
It's just,
There was one more, but I was remembering.
Not hopping in the water would be great, though. Can I be out, please? Can I come into the out now? Anyone remember that movie?
Out.
No, Home. With Sheldon from Big Bang as the alien dude.
No clue.
No one's watching it, just me? Okay, cool.
but no, I was just thinking. Like, literally, what the entire country of. You're talking about, like.
I mean, the good guys are called the Federation, so.
I don't want to say something.
It's fine, it'll just be recorded for all eternity. Ow. Let me out! I want out!
I remember watching this one video where it's like stereotypical music from every country.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, and the one that they chose for Somalia was literally just the "You Are a Pirate" being blazed down.
Oh, I need that.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. By the way, like they were saying, imagine literally being a pirate by blood. It's like it's not gonna let like stereotypically speaking. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
say that as in. Like, I'm not trying to be.
You're not trying to be racist. You're just parroting
There it is,
something
there it
else.
is.
I need you. Give me you.
Is that a?
Gravity suit.
Oh.
I mean, Samus was kind of thought that they were good until other M. And then she was like, man, these people suck. And then
Yeah, these people are absolute monsters.
Dread made it worse.
Oh no.
Fusion and Dread made it so much worse. The entire game of Fusion takes place in a Federation ship. Other M came out after Fusion. But in terms of the placement in the timeline, it takes place before.
Oh.
It became marginally clearer.
So essentially, the plot line of like every faction in Metroid is that no one's really on their side.
Yeah, pretty much. Not even the Chozo. Or the wildlife. With the exception of those tutorial animals in a Super.
Oh yeah.
The Chozo started them, the space pirates. So the Chozo invented the problems. The space pirates and the Federation perpetuate the problem. And then Samus is caught in the crossfire and accidentally does shit she's not supposed to. So Samus isn't really in the right either. At all.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm thinking like Samus is just trying to like, you know, tell each side to quit fighting this crap, and it's like it's like ripping off a bandage, like peeling off really slowly.
She doesn't always intentionally blow up planets, though. That's a side effect. It's a side effect of her badassery. Her mere presence causes explosions.
The Michael Bay syndrome, that's what
You guys quit fighting. Blows up planet. Well, she causes mass genocide to the Metroids, which technically were a perfectly fine and valid solution to the whole X-Parasite problem. But the second she killed it, the X-Parasites started getting out of control again.
Yeah, basically. So essentially what they were was oh gosh, there's like a term for it, like a type of bacteria that eats viruses.
I can't remember.
Yeah, no, I don't remember.
But the X-Parasite was a very lethal. Was very lethal. Basically, these things were so scary that the Chozo were terrified of them. The Chozo on this planet did give two shits about the fact that they are presently dying. The X-Parasites, on the other hand, they noped out hard. The X-Parasite would infect a host, completely kill it, steal all of its memories, and then replicate its body and mutate it.
So essentially, you're already dead, and then you become cancer.
Their one and only goal is to replicate more. The only benefit to absorbing the intelligence of what it takes is just to replicate more.
I see. So essentially, it's more like a
Hive mind.
what are they called? Well, I was actually thinking more like a. There's always a theory that like if you essentially like on like the nanotechnology scale, if you were to create like some sort of like a parasite or something on like the nano scale that would just take they would just take resources and multiply using like DNA as like instructions, and eventually it would engulf the whole planet, just like this you know single cell bush. So
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's doing. So it could absorb the memories of people. So in Fusion, it absorbs the memories of a Federation scientist, which then allowed it to activate the self-destruct sequence inside of the spaceship. Or it activated the meltdown core, forcing Samus to go stop it. They didn't, however, get to copy Samus's memories because she got rescued before it could kill her. So it essentially only took her form and her suit. It's basically an incomplete clone, but it still does have her suit and her at complete 100% full strength from Super Metroid.
Oh right, you mean SAS.
Yeah, the SAX had all of Samus's abilities from Super Metroid. And by the end of the game, there was more than 11 of them running around that space station.
Holy crap.
Because they could reproduce asexually.
Yeah. Oh god. It's like that one scene from freaking SpongeBob where it's like, can you reproduce asexually by budding? Can ya? Can ya? Can ya? Can ya? Anyway, but it's like with Samus. Only it's like a nightmare fuel Samus. I don't know.
However, since it did absorb, it absorbed some of her memories, like some of her like more primal instincts. So it knew how to fight Metroids. That's why it chases you down and mistakes you for a Metroid. It uses the ice beam on you because that's a Metroid's weakness. Yeah, they literally did. The Federation was like, no, that's fine. There's 11 Metroids. What if we use them as a weapon?
But they were. Huh?
They were thinking
That was
about
really the
saving
last-
all of the Metroid, all of the X-Parasites. They wanted to use the X-Parasites as a bioweapon since they couldn't use the Metroids.
Oh, good grief. Well, that never ends well. I mean, it didn't
I
end
mean,
well
Other
for...
M, so in Other M, the Federation clones Metroids and makes them immune to ice.
Oh, well,
Their one
that's
and
just
only weakness.
Yeah, that's just kind of asking for trouble. I mean, especially when it's like, I mean, look at where like the X parasite was like, you know, trying to like, you know.
Yeah, but the ones in the ship in Fusion weren't immune to ice. But they are basically trying to clone Metroids multiple times over. The ones on the ship and the ones in Federation in Fusion mutated fast, like really fast. Where am I going? They lost the data. Like the entire bottlenose ship, the data from that was completely wiped. That, and they also realized that making Metroids immune to ice was a completely dumbass shit idea, so... The Magmar theme does slap. I love the Magmar theme. Ow. Excuse me, can you not? I wish I could do this now, but I need the grapple beam to do this. I like the constant clock ticking in the background as well.
It's I think it's this one.
Is it? Ow. 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 Ow.
Yes, I think it's this one.
It doesn't have the thing on it.
There's no teleport, remember?
Can you stop? You're already dead. Ow. No?
Huh, that's weird. Oh wait, that was not right now. Sorry. I speak.
This theme is actually used multiple times over, so it's used in Fusion, and it started in Super. So the first rendition of this, I think, is from Super Metroid.
Yep, SNES.
But this is by far my favorite version. I just really like the way the music works in this game, honestly.
Gonna go see if you can find that Chozo piece artifact.
Ugh. Is it the Fiery Shores?
Not the monitor station. There's a pillar that's you gotta go around it. It's towards the entrance of the one that connects you to the ruins, the Chozo ruins. You pass by it on multiple occasions, technically.
Whee! Ow.
Freeze his head. When I discovered you can shoot the pipes that are blowing fire in the face, it made this a lot easier.
What is happening? What's with the warning sounds? Ow. Ow. No, it's not this room. I'll look for it later, because we only have like 30 minutes left, and I think I can make some progress in the sunken ship. Yes, sadly, the gravity suit and the Varia suit don't protect you from lava in this game. They do in the 2D Metroids. Oh, Sky, did you know that there's a fun fact about the, Goron Temple's music in Twilight Princess? It's actually the Goron's Lullaby remixed.
Oh, really? Huh. I didn't
If you take a listen to it, you can hear it. It's a very sped up remixed version of the Goron's Lullaby from Twilight Princess.
You mean from
Sorry, Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask?
Yep.
Yeah. Makes sense.
It's in Twilight Princess.
Oh, that's really interesting. Huh.
Beat the one in the house stone.
No, I mean the actual temple music. the Goron Temple music in Twilight Princess is a remixed version of the Goron's Lullaby theme from Majora's Mask.
And then if
I mean, isn't that what Toby Fox did for a lot of his songs?
Leitmotifs.
I mean, there's leitmotifs in a lot of
That's true. That is true. It's not just with children.
I know. I was just using it as an example. Is that thing dead yet? Can you die?
you have to shoot the
They have a separate HP bar though. Do I even need to go that way? I don't. I'm just wasting time at this point. Wait, where's the door? There it is.
spitting. The fine thing is that even in the Mario movie, each character has a leitmotif when they're on screen.
I'm just upset that the DK rap creator didn't get credited.
Oh yeah. No, that was like unforgivable. Seriously, David Wise.
I mean, to be fair, originally when he had made the game, he labeled it as a regret of his, but
It's
I think it's
not
grown on
David
him
Wise,
since then.
It's Greg Kirkhope.
Oh yeah. Frank Kirkhope and David
Basic-
Wise.
There's no David Wise involved at all in that one.
Oh really?
The DK
This is
rap
Greg
is
Kirkhope.
completely grand.
Huh.
Oh, I can't go this way. I have to take the long way around. I forgot. Wait, no, I have the gravity suit. I can take the shortcut.
Donkey Kong Country.
And the Donkey Kong Country series, that is David Wise. Except for 3.
Because that had some Frank Kirkhope music, I think.
It's
No,
why we're
actually,
covering
it's a
east.
different composer altogether. But then
Szuzu
for the
ruins
GBA
west.
version, they got Wise to make
There it is.
sound the sound the soundtrack because there was problems with trying to put
Oh, sample.
to put the music
Mm-hmm.
Donkey Kong Country 3 music because it had such deep basses that apparently it would cause the speakers of Game Boy to literally catch fire.
Oh my god. Oh, that's actually really kind of messed up.
Yeah, the 3D
Wow.
spaces are kind of a little jank to navigate. Oh, hi.
Like, it literally causes
That's how you know your music slaps.
yeah, really.
That's what they mean when you say that your music is fire, right?
Yeah, like, totally. The speed of catching fire was so heavy, so hard to make.
Yeah, essentially that's what's been that's what we've been told what has been apparently that happened was that they couldn't get the sound to work in the first Donkey Kong Country 3. It wasn't even composed by David Wise. I was composed by someone else, and people thought that it was replaced because David Wise was selfish. No. First, David said they had mad respect. They couldn't live up to what he created with the first 2 games, especially 2.
Yeah, I agree. Donkey Kong is too.
And the first 2 games have great soundtracks, and then even though it uses a lot of like audio samples for its music, Donkey Kong Country 3 on the GBA slaps.
Yeah, I had to go
Honestly,
take a
feels like it
listen
fits a lot
to
better.
the Twilight Princess's dungeon theme for the Gorons, because the original tune is bum 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 bum, and if you listen to that, it's in the song, just in the background, perpetuating constantly.
Oh yeah, you're right. I know what you mean. Yeah, that makes sense now. It is the Goron's lullaby. Huh.
I was only no.
That's really
That was
interesting.
very
They
cool.
carried over a leitmotif from Majora's Mask.
I think they really desperately wanted to capture the raw essence of Majora's Mask in Twilight Princess to get the people who really liked Twilight Princess to carry over. Because at the time, Twilight Princess was like a cult classic kind of game. Granted, there are still way more people who liked Ocarina of Time, but there's quite a large following for Twilight Majora's Mask at the time. Especially for the people who wanted an edgier Legend of Zelda. So since they're making a rated T for teen Legend of Zelda, they wanted to make it scarier and darker, and ended up just making it cheesy.
Are you talking about Majora's Mask?
Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess ended up being kind of cheesy. Majora's Mask, on the other hand, is terrifying.
I wouldn't say it was cheesy.
Some of the
I wouldn't
moments
even
felt
say it was
way
campy.
too forced, and the
Oh, well, yeah, of
scares
course,
weren't
yeah.
nearly as bad. Like, Majora's Mask has an air of mystery that Twilight Princess will never be able to capture. That's not anything I can stand on. Hi. Hi.
Had to jump over there first.
Where's the next one? I know there's another one. First off, where's the platform?
Look up.
There it is. It's right there.
That's why I
That
said
direction
look up.
you can't actually look. All the way.
It does have a lot going for it, but it's not my personal favorite, because I wasn't super huge on the dungeon designs.
Oh, yeah.
The
Twilight
dungeons
Princess
were
or
probably the weakest part for Twilight Princess. I adore Majora's Mask. That probably is my favorite 3D Zelda. My favorite
Yeah,
Zelda of...
I do admit
I won't...
the
I
air
don't
of
count...
mystery
I don't
to
count
Majora's
the
Mask
new
is-
ones, because the new ones are in a league of their own, and there's no way that anything would live up
Oh,
to
right,
the new
open world
ones.
Zeldas.
So I count those two in a category of their own. They're pretty much the only Zeldas the way they are.
For the time being, right?
But Majora's Mask is probably my favorite. But my favorite 3D Zelda is Twilight Princess. My god, I can't speak. Majora's Mask. Mixing up all of the names here. My favorite 3D is Majora's Mask.
Zelda is Majora's
My favorite Zelda game, period, is the Minish Cap.
Oh, huh. Was not expecting that.
The Minish Cap is good, but it's freaking long sometimes.
I mean, it's
The Minish Cap is actually really short if you know what you're doing.
Until you're trying to go.
Yeah, if you're going for 100%, then it's ridiculously hard. Yes, it was made by Capcom, and I would love to see a remake. Did you know that in the original...
I would just love to see Capcom make another Zelda game in general.
So, did you know, in the original... in the concept design for Breath of the Wild, there was actually going to be a race of tiny people, and you could shrink down and go into like little houses in one of the
Oh,
early
really?
concept design options in
Oh.
Breath of the Wild. However, it was scrapped later in development. So it could have been the
Probably because
Minish
of
or a
copyright.
descendant to the Minish. I don't think Capcom would really care that much. They're pretty chill when it comes to their IPs.
Unless
I
it's
mean, it's
unless
not
it's
like
Mega
you
Man and they want to like cease and desist.
Unless if it's Mega Man and Monster Hunter, which is their like
Oh, yeah.
cash cows. Otherwise, they're pretty relaxed.
Okay, technically, Chimchanga, there was one instance where they actually did take a fan idea and actually made an official product.
Yeah, you mean the canceled Legends 3 project?
Ooh,
Okay.
I was
Because
actually talking.
that they were trying to like get fans.
No, I'm talking about the one that actually got officially like released, if I remember correctly. It was the Mega Man X Street Fighter thing.
Oh yeah, that's probably one of the instances of fan technically semi.
Give me
Yeah.
open.
But yeah, no, actually, well, I mean, like, at least they gave, like,
Well, they have more
speaking of
good
the fans,
reason
they've
to
got, like,
be a little harsher because they're a smaller company, so they don't have a lot going for them.
Yeah, and then there's
Capcom?
Yeah.
Kidding.
Yes.
and then there are other
They're
games
still
where
smaller, but they're not
Yeah,
microscopic.
they're not, I mean, okay, I get they're not a multi-billion-dollar company, but they're still a multi-billion company.
Still, that can go pretty quickly. They're not Disney over here.
No, but at least they're not concept.
Disney's losing a shit ton of money.
Yeah, no, they have lost tons of flops.
And it's crazy that even Applebee's is like,
I mean,
spend
if we were
$35
technically
at
going
Applebee's,
off
get a
of
ticket
nostalgia
to
is your favorite game,
Isle of
then
Destiny.
Twilight Princess probably would have actually been mine because I was too afraid to play Majora's Mask because my brother showed me the ghosts from night 1, so I refused to watch him play it or play it till I was older.
I mean, for me, I think that Twilight Princess, it's still a good game, but it has a lot of things that
I
need to
never
be
said it
fixed.
wasn't a
They
good game, but
didn't fix those things with the
HD
HD
version.
version.
Yeah, in fact, they kind of made some things a little bit worse.
For me,
Like the
my
fact that you can't, like the fact that you can go essentially damageless hero mode when doing the Trial of Shadows.
oh no, he dead. He needs some milk.
for
He
me,
needs some milk.
my favorite Zelda game, 3D Zelda game at least, is hands down Wind Waker.
Wind Waker's
That
pretty
has
good.
some issues with it as well, namely the Triforce Dungeon, but everyone talks about that thing. Not the Triforce Dungeon, the Triforce Fetch
Charts.
Quest.
Yeah, the Triforce charts.
I never had a problem with it. Completely honest, I know that people say pass up the game, but for me,
It's
they
too
fixed
much for me. It
the
was
8-bit
really obnoxious. And
fixed
it
it in the
wasn't...
8-bit version.
I didn't feel like they really fixed it enough, personally.
How much more could they have possibly fixed it?
No, I missed it. Put back in the 2 missing dungeons.
Missing. Heck yeah.
Missing dungeons?
What are you talking
So, in the development of Wind Waker, they scrapped 2 dungeons that
Was
would have
probably because
replaced
they
the
ran out of
Triforce. Yeah, they ran out of time. But it would have replaced the Triforce quest. Granted, I think they said that they got used later, so they'd have to make completely 2 new dungeons all over again.
You mean the Wind Temple and Earth Temple?
No, I'm talking about legitimate scrapped dungeons.
You said they used them later.
The Earth and Wind Temple were in the original.
I didn't mean to talk about those. You said they used them later to scrap dungeons. I didn't know what you meant by that.
They never told anyone. They said that they used them later, but they won't tell us where they used them.
Oh, like the gimmicks for them, you mean?
Yeah, so like the dungeons got used later. However, some people think it may have got shoved into Twilight Princess because Twilight Princess has 2 extra dungeons that most Zelda games don't have.
That would make sense.
It's possible, but at the same time, maybe it's not possible. It's hard to say for sure.
Who knows? I mean, the Water Temple uses an awful lot of the grapple hook, and it also has the iron boots to get down into it. And the scrapped mechanic of the iron boots in the Wind Waker was being able to go underwater.
Well, I mean, that was scrapped because the whole point of that game was traversing water.
That doesn't mean they couldn't have used it for something.
They did. They used it for knocking down giant pillars with the combination of the iron boots weight and the hook shot. And then they also used it
Wait.
to,
Where am I going?
you know,
Yeah, that's
stand
right.
against the power of the wind.
That's right. You can use the iron boots to. Yeah, essentially, you can use it with the claw shot or the hook shot, whichever. I forget what they. I think it was the hook
They
shot.
give you both in that one. They give you a grappling hook and then later the hook shot.
There were weighted link switches that you needed to like.
Ah! Rude! Get out of here with that. But there's no way we'll ever really know, and they'll never tell us. For all we know, they maybe didn't use it in Twilight Princess, and it was used somewhere else.
Maybe they used it in Phantom Hourglass and turned it into a 2D dungeon.
That
Well,
could be as well.
That could work. That could
There's
work.
also the Hammer Dungeon, and I think Spirit Tracks. And there was a hammer in the other game, but like I said, there's no way we'll ever truly know unless they come out and
The
tell
Skull
us.
Hammer was used for the revisit to the Forsaken Fortress.
Yeah, but what we're saying is it could have been used for like a dungeon gimmick.
Because the whole dungeon gimmick with the other one was to right. This is where I get the grappling hook. The whole dungeon gimmick with the hammer in that game was to flatten down switches and then use them as like springs to launch into the air.
I mean, technically speaking, that was used in the
Phantom Hourglass? Okay, never mind. I get the 2 mixed up because they used the exact same art style and they're both on the DS.
In the Wind Temple, you could use the iron boots press down. You could press down on switches, pressure switches, and then take them off, and then they launch you into the air. Similar to what's happening with the plants. Bokoblin? Is that what they were called? Bokoblin?
The Coblins?
Bobaba, yeah, that's what.
The Deku Baba was the Deku plant.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, Boko Baba.
Well, whatever the pods were that they'd spit you out into the air.
Oh, those are Deku Babas. The Deku Baba buds.
Oh, they're the buds. Okay, that makes sense.
There's 2.
Sorry, I was thinking of that because of
There's a lot of things.
the fact you like spring out of them and spin.
Yeah, those are the Deku Baba buds. Basically, what's left behind after killing them occasionally, if they want you to be able to platform in that area.
Okay, so
An underrated Zelda that I actually really enjoy but isn't my favorite, but it's pretty damn close, is the wait, where the hell is he? Oh god. Is the I'm blanking here because I'm freaking out. Triforce Heroes.
That game I've heard is the best
It is, but it's not terrible to play alone.
Oh, so it's not like
Yeah, so if you're playing alone, you have to control the other two units, but the other two units don't take damage if you're not controlling them. So you have to like flip-flop between the three of them to do puzzles and stuff like that. Essentially just like carrying them.
So we're already into the new month, and we already know that we're very likely to see some GBA, some SNES, some NES, and some and some gameplay. Do you think it's finally time we get the Oracle games?
I would be down. As long as they keep in the connection feature.
Yes. Because I mean, honestly though,
Okay, so if you play if you play the first one and you get the upgraded sword and shield, you can get this third level sword and shield in the other game. It didn't matter which one you played first. And if you got the animal flute in one of them, you'd immediately get that animal flute in the other one without needing to do any like special things. And also if you beat both the games, you got the true ending because you got to do the final boss, but you needed to play and beat both games to do so and connect them.
I mean, it's possible that there's the ability to link cable. You might have to do.
Actually, what's really interesting about that, funny you should mention that.
They got it to work with the
Yeah,
3DS
they got it to work
simulation.
with Tetris and a couple of other games. And in
They
fact,
got it to yeah.
some homebrew Switch users have even managed to get Pokemon working properly.
Yeah, I
So
feel
you
like
could like trade
Pokemon
between.
be coming at some point.
So you could basically trade using Switch Online.
Yeah,
Trade Pokemon using the Switch Online as a mini.
I haven't beat the Oracle games, but the Oracle games are really fun.
I've heard a lot of good things about them. So
Well, they're
I
coming.
still
You know
prefer
that they're coming.
Minish Cap, but they're really fun.
I've heard that the Oracle games, because I remember seeing them in a manual, and they were like with these like 3D graphics. They were actually on the DS, but apparently those remakes got scrapped entirely. I remember seeing them in a Nintendo Power at one point. I didn't even realize that they were games that were being remade.
huh.
Yeah, Oracle games.
There's actually
The
supposed
Oracle
to be a
games were
third
kind of
Oracle
DS
game
remake.
rather than a true ending. There's supposed to be an
That
entirely
is
third one, but they
Yeah,
ended
it
up
was like
having to
Oracle of
scrap it.
Ages, Oracle of Seasons, and like what was
I can't
their
remember.
name? Oracle
I don't even know if they came up with a name.
of
I remember seeing in a Nintendo Power. That's the.
Seasons.
I
I'm trying to think
remember
of what else it could be.
seeing.
Because I mean, like they all have time as a concept in some way or another.
Yeah,
I remember seeing it. It was in a Nintendo Power, and I was looking at the library, and there was this. It called the or. It was an Oracle game, but I didn't remember the name of it specifically because I don't think it had a name of it. But it said that they were going to remake the first two, and then there was third. They were all going to be redone in the DS graphics speed for Phantom Hourglass, essentially.
I don't think I would have liked that. Don't get me wrong, the style's fine, but that feels wrong.
Because I had no idea these games even existed
So
prior to this.
basically, they made Spirit Tracks instead.
That is my guess.
I, I like how come to think of it.
I'm missing them really badly.
I was what it was called Aeons? I mean, there's seasons and
Seasons and Ages.
Oracle of Generations. I'm just kidding.
No.
I don't.
That would have been
They
a
had
dumb
to
one. I
do
think
some
this is
research because I remember seeing it in the there was like screenshots and everything, but I never saw these games come
there
to
is stuff
fruition.
over there. How did I get back over there?
Here, let me actually double check if that's the case. The Legend of Zelda Oracle of.
Okay, the Benzium must be the super bomb one. What the fuck? I had an alarm? What did I have an alarm for? What the hell? Ah, shut up!
For 12 midnight? What?
I
Okay.
don't know. Maybe it was a mistake alarm. Maybe I meant like 12 in the morning.
Or, yeah, 12 noon or something? Yeah.
Either way, I'm gonna get to the nearest save spot and then stop. I don't know. Oh, wait, it's right outside of here. Never mind. Well then. Next time!
Okay, so I just found a thing here. 7 different games were canceled.
Nope,
Number
I
7,
went the wrong way.
Wind Waker Game Boy Advance sequel. Number 6, a real sequel for the Wind Waker. Number 5, Twilight Princess's multiple sequels. 4, Four Swords DS. 3, Retro Chic spin-off.
Didn't they end up making that? The Four Swords
2,
DS? There's the Four Swords Anniversary Edition that's on the DS.
that here it is, I found it. The Capcom trilogy.
Capcom Trilogy. The
It's my
third
midnight alarm,
chapter.
so I
Wait a
can
minute.
scare the
Wait,
ever-loving
wait. I
shit
see
out of
it here. I
myself.
see it here. The third chapter. There was supposed to be a third chapter. Something's. Wait, mystical something.
Here it is. Here it is. This is it. This is it. The Capcom trilogy. This is it. I remember this now. Capcom originally wanted to remake the original NES game for the Game Boy. This then turned into a trilogy of games that would all work together via passwords. They were titled Tale of Power, Tale of Courage, and Tale of Wisdom. And these were going to be. They
Yeah,
were
mystical
originally come for the
seed
Game
of.
Boy, but then they pushed them to the DS, and then they got scrapped completely.
Yeah, so they were gonna make it after the three goddesses of the Triforce.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
what the
so
Oracle games are
mystical
supposed
seed
to
of
be. In
power,
fact,
mystical seed of
the
wisdom, and the mystical seed of courage.
so the
I think that
Oracle of
I
Ages and
think that
Seasons
confused these
have
with the
Din
Oracle
and
games.
Nehru inside of them, and the last one was supposed to be
Yeah,
Furore, but
Faror.
yeah.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
However,
Still
there was
crazy how I
also
remember that from a freaking Nintendo Power from
the
years ago.
same people who made Donkey Kong. I can't remember the company name right now off the top of my head.
Rare
Yes,
software.
Rare. So Rare actually wanted to make a Zelda game, and they had an insanely cool like concept idea for it. There's like this YouTube video you can watch about it, where they basically had you not playing as Link, but instead like this apprentice to some old dude, and you find a book in his house, and when you
Oh, right,
read the
the
book,
storybook.
you take place in missions where you can control different units, kind of like Fire Emblem style, but it's still puzzle solving. So you had to use the like abilities and stuff like that to kill enemies and puzzle solve or sneak into like places and stuff like that. But the book was incomplete. So whenever you finished it, you would have to go out into the town and do side quests and stuff as the main character instead of the storybook characters and get more pages of the book by doing like quests and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to do more of the story.
Yep.
But
Here's
Nintendo
here it
shot it
is.
down like hard. They hard shot it down.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yep, the third Oracle game. Oracle of Ages and Seasons marked the first time Capcom had taken a crack at Nintendo's fantasy series. Upon the release on the Game Boy Color, they were a critical success that led to further collaborations such as the Minish Cap. However, much like the Triforce, the Oracle story was originally intended to be separated into 3 parts.
Yep.
Unfortunate development issues meant that Capcom's original ambitions would have to be scaled back considerably. While it is lamentable that the third title never came out, the fact that the studio was able to release 2 games of this quality is an absolute miracle.
Mm-hmm.
Also, apparently there was going to be a Ubisoft Game Boy Advance Wind Waker port.
Oh no. Ubisoft, really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, it is now time to stop.
All right.
I will be back Monday, unless you want to join for Patapon on Wednesday.
Hmm.
I will see you guys all next time. Until then, everyone have a good day.